Fantastic, fantastic. It's good to be here. So I'm waiting for people to join in. And as soon as you join in, it will be good. Just send a message like the chat. Hello, let me know you're here. We still have few more minutes. How many minutes left? About 4 more minutes. So we'll keep waiting. We'll wait for other people to join us. Hello, Yemi. Yeah, it's time. I'm sorry, Jonah, I can't actually call your surname, so let me just call you Jonah. Precious, nice to have you here. Okay, so I decided to start early so I can, greet everyone before I start. Hello, Maureen. Good evening. Hope you're having a good time. I know this COVID thing, it's actually getting scarier by the day because we can now place names to the deaths. So it can be a bit scary, but it's all good. Madam of the Yard. Oh, thank you, Jonah. Okay. So hope you have your paper and your pen here because we'll be doing a lot of deconstruction. And it's really going to, there will be no time wasting here. It's going to be really straightforward. You take note of the things that you want to ask me. You take note of where you need clarity. So I'll be able to treat those questions as soon as possible. Well, I would love to hear from someone. I know you can easily just send a message. Like, what is that one thing that you want to get from this webinar? I know the objective of the webinar is there, but it's also to be able to make it to fit into what you want or how it's going to work for you. So that's really why I just want to hear from you. You can just send in the comment section. Oh, you've been trying to build your personal brand. You take a lot of photos, but you feel, oh, these photos are not really yielding the kind of results that you expected to yield, So you can actually just tell me a couple of things. Okay, so hi, peace. So what's the time? Okay, we have 2 more minutes. So hello, everybody. It's a great week. Let me talk like I'm a radio presenter. It's a great week this week, and I'm really excited that you're here. What's the weather like? The weather like here in Lagos, it's a bit cloudy. It was raining before. Please tell me your location. That would really be good. It would be good to also know your location. If you're from Nigeria, we're in Nigeria. If you're from outside the country, because almost 20% of the people that signed up for this webinar, they're outside the country, outside Nigeria. So it will be good to hear from you, to know where you're watching me from. So you can just send that in your comment section. Oh, you're in Enugu, peace. So fantastic. I've been to Enugu before. Enugu is really, it's calm, very calm. I like the place, but that was when I was in 400 level because I studied geology. And, we needed to go and check the coals there, and check all the different rocks. It was really interesting, but very tiring. Oh, hi, Precious. Okay, from Lagos. Sheshe, hello. Welcome here. Okay, so we're going live. I'm really going to start promptly now. So why are we here? I said something about personal brand. If you actually don't know, you are a brand. you are a brand. I'm not going to talk about personal brand, but I'm going to talk about photos in relation to your personal brand. But personal brand is just more like who you're showing people you are. What people will say about you when you are not there. That's actually your brand. They don't need to say it to your face, but the way they would describe you when you're not there, that's really your brand. And do you know how they arrived at that? The summation of everything they say about you is as a result of what you've done, what you've shown them, how you speak. So people will just deduce and form their own opinion around everything that you have displayed over time. So I'm really particular about the kind of photos that you bring out, especially when you know that you are a brand. Think about this. Why do you have a CV? So what personal brand photos does for you is we help you to replicate everything you have on your CV. You know, you put on your CV, sometimes you put education, where you come from. There's the aspect of the skills. You put, interpersonal skills. Then there's the one of, my hobbies. I like to travel. I read books. I read novels. I do this. I hike. Do all those things. If you want people to relate better with you and all those things that you do, rather than tell them, it's now time to show them. And that's what personal brand photos is all about. It's so simple. You want to show them the things that are true, the things that are really genuine about you. Because everything you put in a CV is meant to be genuine. You're not meant to lie about anything. But you are now deliberate about what aspect of this am I replicating in a photo, because there's a goal. I have this kind of people that I want them, my target audience, or the right people I want to see this photo, and it will achieve the aim to which I created this photo. You'll be able to get it done. Everything is now digital. We are all on digital platforms now. Organizations that weren't on digital platforms now, they are now on digital platforms. So if you want to be the candidates for whatever you want to do, you want to get a contract with an organization, you're an IT personnel, you are this, it cuts across every single space, every field. Show them rather than tell them. And it says a lot about the kind of photos that you bring out there. So that's really the brief summary of everything that we are going to be talking about here. So now, this is why we are here. Building authentic personal brand photos. I hope you understand. I'm trying to see, hi, let me greet some people as well again. I'm going to be going on and off just to greet people. Daniel, good to see you. Ella from Abuja, good to see you. Angel, hello. Everybody, hello. So it's time to convert the words that you have about yourself. It's time to convert those words into photos. You will see, we'll get there. It's not just about creating beautiful photos. Your photo can help you to connect with the right people right there and then. And it can just make people to admire you. Oh, wow, 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 wow. But do you know what? Beyond the wow, 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 do you want them to take action to do something that will be relevant to who you are and what you represent, in terms of, okay, maybe you are a brand, or you could actually even influence for someone's products. You could actually also even get a partnership. All those things is based on how you show people. Then they will be able to know where to place you. So that's basically what that is. So now let's go to the main point here. So I created these slides for you, and What is seen in authentic photos? What makes a photo? Sorry, hold on. There's really, everything is scattered here. I don't know. Sorry. Just hold on a bit. I need to, okay. So this is actually not what you are meant to be seeing now. So let me go to the next slide that I want you to see. You'll see that later. So this webinar's agenda, and by the way, this is my first time doing a live on YouTube, so you should ring a bell for me. So, okay, why are we here? The webinar's agenda, based on the topic, is let us first of all deconstruct the topic. There are many keywords in this topic. You have building, you have personal, you have brand, you have photos, you have authentic. So let us deconstruct all these different keywords. Then I'm really struggling to see. This is what happens when, then questions. Then, because my system is minimized, so let's just go to the next slide. It will be, let's deconstruct this right away. Okay. So we have building authentic personal brand and photos. What do we have to say about these ones? In terms of building, I want to show you the slides. I just don't want to talk, so you get to understand what I'm saying better. When it has to do with building, what comes to your mind when you hear the word build? I want to build a house. You think of an architect. Before you even start any process at all, who is going to help you to know, oh, this is the kind of design you need? You need an architect. And what's the role of the architect? Every sensible architect will not just tell you, oh, I will just design. You call an architect and the architect says, okay, I want to build a house. And then the architect says, oh, no problem. I'm going to send the design to you right away. Does that make sense? The architect is going to have a conversation with you. A conversation. And what's the essence of the conversation? It's to know what you are thinking. It's to know what you have in mind. The meaning of building on dictionary, I think it's Cambridge, I can't remember, is the process of activity of making structures. The structure could be a road, it could be house, it could be business, you know, anything. You want to build something. In this context, where we are, how we are putting it now, it's you want to build an authentic personal brand photo. You want to know how to build it. Because now, you know, because we cannot do meetings with people the way we used to meet with them. Some will just decide and make their decisions based on what you've shown them. So this is the time to take visuals very serious. Be deliberate about the visuals that you create. Whether you're creating a photo, you're creating videos, be deliberate. Don't just create because, oh, I just want to show that I'm bringing out something. Do not waste your time. You have to, there's a game plan, right? A man that wants to build a house knows I need to build a house. But for me to build that house, the end goal is the house. But the beginning, it starts with the conversation with an architect. So everything, you just understand that. You can allow your mind to play on what I've said so far. The architect gathers information, so you have to know what you want. Know what you want. Know what you want. Why are you creating photos? I actually decided to do this webinar because I've interacted with different clients. And I see that some people actually leave it up to the photographers, more like, just create something beautiful. And in my mind, I'm like, there's more to what you can grab for what you are paying for. You must learn to harness information. Like, you don't want to be wasting money. You want the pictures you are taking to be relevant. Like, you can use it over and over again. But if you're taking the photos and they are not applicable where they ought to be, it's going to affect things a lot. Okay? So now let's go to the next one, which is after building is what? Is authentic. It's showing now. Okay. So being authentic, it's all about be original. You are not a copy. And here, you need self-awareness. I'm trying to read the system. That's why I'm not looking at you. So self-awareness is extremely key here. People will only be attracted to your unique self easily. When I mean easily, but when you stress it by trying to copy someone else, you will drain yourself. You will just find out that I don't like to use the word struggle because it's very churchy. It's like a church word, you know. But it's frustrating. Extremely frustrating. You're birthing things, you're bringing things out based on what you're seeing others do. It's not coming from you. So self-awareness is key. This is where you get to know your core values. It starts with knowing your core values. Like me now, I'll use myself as an example. As related to my photos, the part of me that I really want to show in my photos, I want to show that I'm down to earth. And also, I want to show calmness. Are you getting? I'm using myself as an example. So if you follow the trend of some of my photos, because I know there's so much, you're going through so much. Oh, I've not done this, I've not done that. You're seeing what people are doing. I just want you to get to my photo and, something just tells you, I can get there too, Like, it's your calm place. So I know I want my photos to exude that. And also, I want my photos to be friendly. I want it to be warmly. Maybe there's a whole lot that has happened, and then immediately you just get to see my photo, you're like, at least, thank God someone is smiling at me, So that's why I choose to smile in some photos, So I'm telling you how you can get to pick your core values. Everything I'm doing, I'm not picking it from someone else. It's me as a relation with how I'm being true to either the process I'm in, who I'm becoming, or my past. There's a part on the slides. As you go through the slides properly, I may not be reading everything word for word, but definitely later on you get to see what I'm talking about. So here, you'll be able to see that it starts with you. How do you want your audience to feel when they come in contact with your personal photos? You get it? Straightforward. So let me go to the next one. Keep thinking about that. Okay. So it's personal. When they say something is personal, what does that mean? What does it really mean? It means it's private, I put this definition there: relating or belonging to a single or a particular person rather than to a group or an organization. And I said something one time. I was actually talking to someone. The person was bothered about, some people copying their designs and all that. And I said, it's fine when people copy what you do, copy your design, copy everything. They even come to listen to you because they want to copy something from what you're saying. It's good. You know what they cannot copy? They cannot copy your next move. Because it's genuine to you, it's tied to you, it's personal, you understand? And it's coming from an authentic place. So I put under the personal, this is about you, not about anyone else. So discard every disbelief in yourself. I had to put that sentence there. Discard every disbelief in yourself. Because if you believe, there are some people that feel, oh, I'm not so fine. Oh, I'm not so this. Oh, I have to have my hair done. Oh, I always have to have something done, you know. So that is what will make people to want to listen, to watch me, to do this. Fine. When you get all those things done, it might make you get people's attention. But after you've gotten their attention, they are waiting for substance. And you cannot bring out substance when you don't even know yourself. You don't even believe in anything about yourself. So you get it. I want you to get this digital space thing is, you can get their attention. They can crowd your space within 10 minutes. Within, oh, well, you know, a whole lot of noise. But what happens, you know, after all this have gravitated towards you? So you must know what you're doing. You have to be very intentional about how you're building photos. So what's brand? Brand, the marketing practice of creating a name, a symbol, or design that identifies and differentiates a product from other products. So personally, I like this because this is what differentiates you. That's your brand. Your brand is what differentiates you. Nobody can copy that, okay? So remember in my email, I said we're going to be asking a lot of questions. Because I know before now you've been taking courses or you've been taking photos. Why have you been taking photos? Do you actually know why you've been taking these different photos? Do you actually know why you've been taking the photos? Do you know why? So I want you to just take 1 minute, just write down, why have I been taking the photos I've been taking? Even if it's birthday, every shoot, every photo you put out there must say something about you. I'm a photographer. It's not like I don't like, oh, let me allow you to. You'll be giving me the money. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But I just don't want it to end there. And it's unfair. If I let you to just keep giving me money, and then it's actually not helping your personal brand. I'm a business person, and this COVID-19 really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And it's time to also help each other in ways that we can. I want it to be that you come, you have a session with me as a photographer. I help you to achieve more than what you actually intended to achieve. That's what makes me to be happy as a photographer. It's different for different photographers, you know. So that's why I actually saw the need to do this webinar. So you know what you're doing, you know how you can get more with that 1 hour session you're doing, you know what to do. And that's why consultation process is really key with your photographer. Be able to ask different questions. And if you choose me as your personal brand photographer, now I'm trying to pitch to you. There's a whole lot that is going to happen, you know. There's a whole lot. And okay, from this webinar, I will be consulting. 3 people will be consulting with me, one-on-one consultation. Normally, there's a charge for this, but I'm going to be doing it free for 3 people. 3 people will just be picked randomly, and it's a whole lot. You will see how things, even if I am not the one that would take the photos for them eventually, By the time they are facing any photographer, they know what they want to achieve. They know how they'll be able to question the photographer. Like, oh no, this is what I want. This is this. You have to get yourself equipped. They have that clarity. So that's everything. Let's go on. I just pitched more to you. Okay. Oh, definitely. This session we'll record. I'm recording this session and we'll share this session. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. We had concluded with the deconstruction of the keywords. We talked about building. We talked about authentic. We talked about personal and brand. Then, no, it's now remaining photo. So, okay. So, let's deconstruct this now. I'm trying to get what I'm doing, and I hope I'm doing it well. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so here it's photos. A photo is just a picture using a camera. It's as simple as that. But if you've actually taken, or if you have a camera, have you tried to shoot or even if it's your phone camera, have you tried to take picture in the dark? Will the camera see anything? The camera only sees light. I tell my students that light is the language of the camera. You know, that's all that the camera understands. The camera does not know anybody's name. The camera doesn't understand forms or shapes. The camera doesn't know colors. Yes, the camera only interprets light. The camera only interprets light. You understand? So you are seeing the photos now. A picture using a camera. Then when you're taking a photo, I'm going to use this scene as an example now. What are you seeing in my background? If you can see anything. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to be sending the presentation slides to everyone that is registered. Someone just asked if they can get a copy of the presentation slides. Of course, I'm going to send it out to everyone. So I don't know if you can see what's behind me. And why did I choose to put these things behind me? I chose it because I wanted to signify the state that we are all in. It's COVID-19. I'm meant to be wearing my mask, but I'm not wearing my mask. But you can see my box, the box of mask behind me. You can see the shield, you can see flower. And why did I put flower? Flower just, it's, you know, because plants is actually a living thing. It's a living thing that grows effortlessly. When you pour water, put it in the right environment, it doesn't need to struggle, you know. So plants sort of just gives me peace. I love plants a lot. I mean a lot. And flowers, they make me it's therapeutic for me. So in this whole thing now, I put a part of it to help myself. And it also beautifies. Yeah, someone said that now. So that's fantastic. So I just explained something now that elements in a photo suggest different things to the viewer. It's suggesting different things. Imagine, it's not bad if I'm just here alone, the white wall behind me. But you will not be able to interpret a lot of things going on around me. I would say that if you do that to me, you're not engaging my mind. You're not helping me to spark up my creativity. Because why am I saying this? As a photographer, when I started, I used to ask one of my mentors that, how do you become, how come you're so creative like this, you know? And do you know what he said? That's Henry, Big H. He said, creativity starts in simple forms. Oh my God. And And then another mentor online that I was watching one of his videos, and he just mentioned, he said, creativity is in how you see what you see. As in, it's not like you're bringing in something new. It's how you see the things that are around you. You see them differently. And you decide to use them differently. That's how you become creative. Like, you're walking the path of being very creative. Why you have to be very, very intentional about the elements in your photo is you, as a photographer, I can't say I want to do something in photography. I want to show myself that I'm a photographer. Then I put pots in front of me. And I'm talking to people like, is a photo. And what I have is in front of me is a pot, not a camera. Won't you, my viewer, be suggesting, I think, oh, maybe she's no longer a photographer. She wants to become a chef. You know, you begin to interpret it in another way. Because what I've done with that photo to you now is like, maybe, I want to reintroduce myself. So you see the power of photo. Photo communicates a lot. Everything. You can put different elements into the photo that you want to take. You want to take personal brand photos. Okay, let's even think of it. Which areas do you use these personal brand photos? Maybe you have engagements, speaking engagements. I see some people, because of how they look, it makes me not to be interested in the seminar or whatever they are doing. Because I already feel, I don't like this energy. This energy is not matching up with what I want to get. So you understand, energy is everything. There are people that they've never seen you, but they've agreed that, oh, this is how he is. This is how she is. You understand? So it's really, really straightforward. I want to talk to you. That's why I'm putting it here now. We need to be more intentional with your photos, with our photos. Let me pick someone now as, okay, a skincare person. You own a skincare brand. And why did you even start that skincare brand? There's something tied to, oh, you just like, you like glowing skin. You like to have baby skin. You always want to look younger. It's because there's something about you that connects to the brand. You understand? So when you now want to take a photo, the things you want to show softness. Because that is whatever your skincare brand stands for. We're going to be talking about, that's the aspect of product tagline. You cannot afford to frown. I'm not saying that it's not good to just look straight. But there are some things that does not match what you are trying to tell people to act on. It's about emotion. Yes, that's it. You have to be intentional. The kind of emotion you want to, let me use the word provoke. People will only give you what you've given them back. You know, you give me this, I throw the energy back at you. You throw this to me, I throw it back at you. So please, if you want me to throw friendliness to you, you better throw friendliness to me. That's it. So I just need us to get this. It's pretty straightforward. Do I need to go back to that slide that I was on? But I think it's pretty straightforward. You'll be able to get it. I'm trying to, I think I need help here. Okay, okay, yeah, it's done. So what you are doing now, you can show it in the photo. Who you are becoming. Do you know why I highlighted these things? These things that I've highlighted for you now, they are potential areas that you can bring photos out from. Where you are coming from, who you are now, who you are becoming, what you are doing now. If what you are doing now is, oh, you are studying, you're doing something, you can put an element of study in your photo. It can even just be the back there. You just put a book, and it could be the book you're reading now, or the subject matter you're reading on, just something. It helps people, because right now, do you know why I'm saying all these things matter? You don't want to waste people's time online. You want it to be that when they see that photo, they immediately, someone that needs to connect with you rightly, that, oh yes, I can call Busola. Busola yes, Busola can do this now. Because do you know what you've helped them? You've helped them to fit you into something that you can do, and it aligns with what they do. I call that value alignment. That way your photos, they are just helping you. Your photos are now acting as your marketing tool. Just because you were being intentional, you decided to show your process through the photo. You decided to, be particular about the kind of emotion to bring out through the photo, because it is true to either what you are going through, what you've gone through, what you are doing, what you want to become. All these things, they are long processes that have different levels. Take your time after this presentation to look at these aspects. That way, you begin to think of, oh, I hope to become something, something, something. And I am this now. Right now, I'm a personal brand photographer. In the next how many years, there's something I'm looking to become. I don't have to tell you. But what I can be working towards now is my process of working, of showing you this is what I'm doing. Someone that sees value alignment, oh, I can help her to do this. Oh, yes, we can do this together. People will just begin to connect with you. Oh, she will help me to relay my pictures very well. She will make my pictures to come out well. But there's a journey. There's a place I'm going to. That's why we plan. We have goals ahead. Remember? Now let's go to questions. Do you see yourself as a brand? List out your identifiers. I mean your core values here. How you want your photos to tell a story about you. It's not everybody that is warm and friendly. There are some that I don't waste time. Just be straight to the point. Yes, we deal with you. We are not all the same. Do you want your photos to show resilience? Do you want your photos to show friendly environments? Or do you always want it to be very grungy? You can decide. So it's based on you, who you are, and what you do, and what you want to become. Do you want your photos to just be showing expressions in black and white? Because what you do is you're a therapist. So you are the one that would deconstruct these things based on who you are and what makes you to be passionate about what you do. Like, oh, you're a therapist. Fine. Are you passionate about what you do because you feel everyone should be able to live to their full potential? So you want to help anyone at all that is having issues with living to their full potential. You will have to deconstruct all that. So this is your signature that spreads to every part of your business. Okay, 30 minutes gone. All right. What are your goals as an individual? Define your success metrics. This will help you to measure little process and encourage you to do more on your terms. Remember, it doesn't sound like this is photography she's talking about now. Yes, but it's all part of photos. Why? The more authentic you are, the more it will be easy for people to connect with you. Think of it. How come HR experts, they're able to know who to pick for the job? Just seeing you and talking to you. Because there's something about your communication. There's something about the way you look. There's something about your gestures. There's something about how you talk about your achievements. There's something about, they have the skills to be able to know who has teamwork spirits, They look at all those soft skills because those are the things that will actually count more, you understand? So now, remember the beginning of this webinar, I said, we are trying to talk about what you do, how you do it, who you are. The things you have on your CV, and as the CV is growing, you're trying to translate them into visuals, into photos. Some, you do videos, So that's the process that I'm talking about, and that's why you need to know the emotion to use, even in terms of the colors, The colors, but those ones it's just not to use too much. You know what signifies something, and then you know what can make people to really feel hungry. I don't know whether you notice, you get to eatery, you see elements of red, because red actually just makes us to be hungry. Apart from red being used for power, danger, it shows hunger, like you want to just grab something. So those are you need to just read on color psychology. Everything is you can check it out online. So let's head on. The essence of this webinar is for you to know that photography is beyond, I just want to have that photo session. I just want to create beautiful photos. I don't want you to just be taking beautiful photos. I want to take photos that are beautiful, yet they are working for you. Okay? Because time is precious now. So what is seen in authentic photos? What makes a photo genuine? Is how genuine the moment is. It's how genuine the moment is. Like, it's always hard. Sometimes when you're trying to do headshots for some clients, you have to walk them. You have to, it's not just, pose like this, pose like this. It's while we are possibly having a conversation or work related, then I've seen an expression. I've seen what made the person to giggle in a certain way. And I know, this is what she wants to get. What do? I replay it when we are doing the photo shoots. I communicate and I say, yes, what you just did now, please just do it again, Because I want to capture that genuine moment. You are giving your viewers opportunity to see a real process. The real process here, photos, your personal brand photos, let me explain to you, it should be a mixture of headshots and also lifestyle photos. So headshots, I mean the photos you put on your profile page of different social media platforms. You use it as your email signature. What else? Yeah, those ones you put on display. Maybe you have a WhatsApp business group. You put it on display there. Things like that. That's that. Then the headshots also can also fit in for, engagements, your speaking engagements, and they need your photos, headshots. But these headshots, you have to also be deliberate about how you create headshots. Don't just say, if your photo is just beautiful like everybody else's beautiful photo, they will just, this photo is beautiful, she's clean. But did they draw something? Somebody that did not know you, did they look at you and say, she calls herself a this? I really want to click to know more. That is the essence. That is the essence of the headshots. Someone said websites. Exactly. So websites, you need those headshots for websites. Then someone said weddings. You know, in terms of weddings, you're doing, when they come, they're really not doing headshots. Some do headshots because they just want to show, oh, how I'm so in love with this person. They do the headshots. Some take it to be portraits. Portraits means they want to either communicate the extent to which they love each other, or they want to communicate who they are in terms of their sophisticated couple. You know, you can choose, people just choose who they want to be in different photos based on how they are. So now in terms of your personal brand photos, I've talked about headshots. These headshots will work for all those speaking engagements. You know, you want to talk about something on your social media page. You know, content is everything now. Like they say, content is key, is king. So you can actually use some of those, your headshots, to talk about things. Maybe you talk to people, or, you know, those marketing and sales coach people and all that, you know, they use their different headshots to be able to talk to their clients. Oh, yes, they want to tell you, do this now. They see, everything is planned. It was already done. Before the photo shoots, they knew it that, oh, part of these photos, I'll use it as my sales funnel. Sales funnel photos, you want me to get an e-course from you, and you're looking at me like this. You know, there's a way, based on the message you just typed there, you can say, do this now. You see some photos in different people's sales funnels, and you're like, wow, this is so interesting. They planned it. They planned it. So imagine if the person had a photo shoot last week, the person did not plan it, and then after the person had done this photo shoot, now like, oh, and you know, I'm launching my e-course, and I need photos for this and that. Oh, I have to do photo again. That's where, my personal branding packages, we plan it. Your 3 months goal, your 6 months goal. Based on all these goals, we now outline, these are the areas where photos will come in. Photos will come in here. Because another thing, you don't want to bore people using the same photos. Remember, we are visual. We are triggered with visuals. That's why we love it when we just see, oh, pop of colors. Oh, man, this is lovely. Because we like good visuals. But if you keep showing me the same photo, hey, last month, 2 months, 3 months, you used it for your sales funnel, you use this for headshots, for speaking, everything is just that one photo. In a way, it makes me to feel you are boring. It's interpreting different things in my own mind. Your photos should expand the mind of the viewers. It should expand the scope to where they fit you into. So you understand, based on the scope of the photos you're bringing out, wow, they can see the extent to which, how you think. They can, you get what I'm saying. So if you want to show yourself in different forms, you have to be deliberate about that. So let's go ahead. Viewers, oh yeah, so a photo has the ability to show 3 forms of you to your viewers. Who you were. When people are talking about storytelling is not everywhere, but I told someone very soon. I said very soon now, everybody knows storytelling is a tool that people are using to market. What will make you to be different? Stories. People will now tell that this person is really genuine. This story she's telling, she's not just telling it because she wants to market a product. Because my own mind now is now getting to build, like, if someone says a story, my mind is waiting. That's what we call, every one of us, we all have this wall of defense. I'm sure in your own mind, you're like, hey, why is she giving us this free webinar? Why is she doing this? You know, we think of different things. But why I'm giving this free webinar is I want you to also make my own job easier. So that instead of me focusing on one person and working with you for a very long time, I can work with many people at the same time. And then you are getting good outcomes because your photos are more, you know, relatable. They are giving you that kind of reward that you need to see. And guess what? It's a win-win. So I want a win-win that works well for us. Right now, everything is on digital space. I need to be smarter. I have to face reality. I have children. They are doing online school. I must face that. I must do this. So it's to make my work easier. And while it's making my work easier, I'm getting to, work with more people. I'm making them to get better results with their photos. It's just to plan. That's why I created my website. You can book a session now, do this, so the level of interaction, I know when to put what to put. All that will not be done if you're not intentional about your process. And those are the things that I personally, I'll be so glad to be your personal brand photographer. I know you go through the website and you see, this amount, this amount. There's actually a payment plan if you are a business owner. Like, you pay for this, we will do all the shoots. I will do all the shoots for you. But I will not just release some photos until you've paid to a certain level, you pay to this next level. While I help you, I must not also drain myself. So we have to create a win-win solution for each other. Okay, so I was reading that aspect that, what was I reading again? Let's get back to it. We have just a few minutes. I'm very particular about time because time is money. Okay, so viewers can see three forms of you: who you were, who you are currently, and who you are becoming. So using myself, I was actually using myself as a form of, this personal brand thing. Let me be intentional about how I create my photos, the kind of stories I want to tell with my photos. I've been so deliberate about it. And you will not believe it, it's been helping me to, the right people have been connecting with me without me reaching out to them. The right people that I actually want to connect with, that sync, the photos just helped me to create the sync that I needed. So it's not something I did not practice that I'm just telling you because I read it somewhere. It's what I am going through. How the calls I'm getting, is really making me to know that, wow, so this thing really works. And it's because it's authentic. Please don't try to be anybody else. If you have that consultation program with me, you will start the process with you being you. Even if you feel that you being you like that, you feel, it's not going to attract. No, just start it. Start it. There's the goal. There's what we'll do for next 2 months. There's another thing we'll do after that. There's another thing we'll do after that. So it's a deliberate action. It's not just you want to just leave it to the wind. No. If you leave it to the wind and you're not deliberate about what you show, what you're capable of, people cannot see within you. Before I used to tell myself, my heart is, no. When you're talking with your friends and you're like, but now, I'm a good person, See, it's based on what you've done. It's based on what people have heard of you. That's how people just come up with that perception of you. So if you feel that people are having wrong perception about an aspect of you, that they don't think that you're a reader, they don't think that you do this, they don't think that you do that, you want to now begin to show the process of how you do it. You're a writer. You want to show them the process of how you write. That can be done. It can be done in the truest form. And another thing, it can be done in a way that they will say, it was staged. emotions. That's where I have a course that I'm building, and it's on how you build, how you can use everything in a photo to spark the right emotion from your viewer. Talking about lights, lighting position. Light is everything. I can light up this place and it will be very moody, the kind of colors I'll use, and it will make your spirit will just feel, as in your soul will just be down. Immediately I've captured you into maybe I want you to just like, pity one experience that I went through. I want you to feel a depressing emotion that I went through when I went through something. All that, I can create it in a photo. That's the power of light. Light, the subject, how the subject positions himself or herself. Then you now talk about the colors that I put there. There are some colors I can't use while I'm trying to portray something really moody and depressive, So it's really key. So how you show yourself through your photos provides opportunities for the right people to connect with the different versions of you. And remember, everything about you, there are people that can connect with these different versions of you. There are different things that you can do with these different versions of you. You've gone through an accident before, and maybe you had a big scar on your skin, and because of this big scar, you didn't feel that, people say body shaming you, things, and then later on, you're now into skincare. There's a particular product you have that erases scars away. Now, I'm taking you through a journey, and you'll be excited. And I can tell you in everything through my photos and through the processes. So that's really straightforward. I've said so much. I have just, this is the last slide, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that we can come to a close now. So this, I want you to do before your next photo session. It doesn't have to be with me. You want to do a photo session. Map out photo goals for the remaining half of the year. I love it. Yeah, Sheshe said, photography is a journey. It's actually a journey. And the way I see photography now, it's extremely different. It's so different. I actually see photography, it's so powerful. It's like you can make people... Don't let me say it. Let's keep it there. It's a secret. Map out photo goals for the remaining half of the year. Be intentional and plan ahead based on your personal goals. I've already talked about that. Yeah. Look at the areas you need photos and the kind of photos you need. It's based on the goals that you've mapped out for yourself. That's where you'll be able to know, I need this kind of photos. Let photo creation be part of your marketing strategy. Next year, next time you're doing a marketing strategy for your business yourself, see, it's not time to leave photography aside and think it's a side too. It's digital now. It's about visuals. Photography needs to be part of your marketing strategy. Think of how companies, the huge companies, think of how they do their adverts, they do their billboards and all that. You can create your own billboards now. The platform, the digital platform are sort of giving everybody the same page, like everybody can do this. So it's how you play with it that matters. It's how you communicate with it that matters. It's how you show yourself to be really, really authentic. Because you can get people to engage you based on, oh, wow. But after they engage you, what happens next, you know? So let me switch this. Okay. So list out the elements in your photos. I've already discussed this. So we've already worked on practically everything. When I mean everything. This is good. So this is me. A photo that tells a good story expands in the mind of the viewers. Hey. If you want to take your viewers through that journey, and do you know that if you can help your viewers to think, you're actually helping them to spark their creativity. They know there's something about when they come in contact with your photo. You know this photo of mine here? I felt that I was smiling too much. Let me move it here. I didn't move it to the live. So that's, yes, it's showing my face well now. I was telling myself, everybody thinks I'm just smiling. I can really be very furious. So like, be really serious. You know, sometimes my children, they will tell me, Mommy, you're smiling. I don't even know when you're serious and you're not serious. But immediately they just say, I'm like, no, you need to stop that. And now I'm not even joking with you, okay? So you go ahead and do this. So I needed to capture my serious face. Like, I'm serious about this matter. I'm really not joking, you know? Don't be too used to how I smile a lot. I'm serious, you know? So that's why I actually captured that, photograph, because I know there are times that maybe I need to show that side of me, that, oh yes, I am. So this is it, we're done. Don't stop here, take action. Take action, plan yourself ahead. Does anyone have any question? It's really interesting. I just really want to hear from you. I really want to hear from you. If you have any question, I'm going to treat it. And remember I said three people will get a free one-on-one consultation with me. We are going to deconstruct a whole lot of things. So your photos will be speaking for you. You'll be so amazed the kind of results you'll be getting. You want a particular company, you want some organizations to reach out to you for certain things. There's a way you position yourself. You can always position yourself. And remember, all the organizations now, they are online now. So you can position yourself. I'm trying to see if, okay. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. So please, everyone, just take time to go through the slides when I send them out to your emails. What are your challenges and how have you been able to overcome this? Okay, so my challenge, I'm presuming you're talking, Femi, Emmanuel, I'm presuming you're talking about my challenges in terms of photography, right? My challenges in terms of photography is, one, the time to really take photos. Like, I really like to just, you know, when you pick out a time of every day that you're just using to take photos, I really want to do like documentary of what's happening around me, but I've not been able to do that. But currently, my challenge is, I'm really thinking. Let me talk about the challenges I had. Because right now, I understand what I'm doing more. So everything is mapped out. So let me talk about the challenges of before. The challenges of before used to be that I had different mentors, okay? So I was taking different online courses. I would see a gadget. He used this gadget. My own mind would just be like, if I don't use that gadget, if I don't use that particular light modifier, I'm not going to get the results that I ought to get. But now I know it's a big lie. How did I get to know it's a big lie? My understanding of light is totally different. It is totally different. I mean, I had to go down to understand this light matter even from the physics angle. So I know how the light is hitting and how my camera is interpreting it. I know the way to move that will show more depth in terms of contrast will show. I know, because I want to be able to create photos that you see the photos on set, even without me editing, you love it. And that's what's happening. I don't need to work on, no, it will be different by the time I edit it. No, let it be that they are just saying that, oh, maybe my skin will be better. And I like to show originality. I know a lot of people just like this baby skin. They like it when everything is just smooth. Maybe for beauty shots, if you tell me, oh, beauty. But if you come to me portrait, there's a way I still want to show an element of yourself, but customer is king. So whatever customer says at the end is what you go with as a photographer. So sometimes I face the challenge of, I feel something can be better, and that's why I actually needed to also add that to this webinar, that you can help clients, you can help people to see photos differently. It doesn't always have to show perfection. Really, it doesn't always have to show perfection. It just has to communicate. When it communicates, we're all not beauty entrepreneurs now. Why must I all the time be doing like I'm a beauty entrepreneur through my photographs? No. So that could be part of the challenges, I'm also, as a consultant, how do I position myself in the midst of many great consultants? Oh my goodness. As a consultant, I'm talking to Daniel Taiwo now. As a consultant, you have to know what is that unique thing. That's one thing that you just want to be consistent. You don't want to pick everything around what good consultation is all about. There's one thing about consultation that also connects with your own core values. Right now, in terms of photography that I do now, there's the aspect of me that connects with photography. Photography was actually therapeutic for me, or it is therapeutic. Photography helped me to expand my mind. It helps me to see not just see the world differently, because it's becoming like a cliche. People say it, and I don't want to say it anymore that way. But it just makes me to see that I can actually redefine things. I can redefine. You can put 10 photographers in a room here. I have the plants and the things behind me. Take a picture of these things. Some would decide it is the texture of one leaf of the plant that they want to show. Another person would define that, no, I have to put something else in front of it to show and then blur. So it depends on the mind of the photographer. And another person would say, I just want to show the form and the shape of this object. The lighting is what will help them in these different things. So as a consultant, you have to think of it in that direction as well. I hope I helped out. I struggle a lot with the shuttle and the ISO. Oh, Kokozini, that's, it's another, I have a course on Skills Kitchen that helps that, and actually a couple of courses, and I think there's even one that is free that helps in terms of, and it's not shuttle, it is shutter. Yes, with the shutter and the ISO sensitivity. Okay, so what can you say about, what's the time? After I answer this question, I'm sorry, we'll have to leave. Okay, what can you say about being photogenic and learning to strike a good pose depending on the kind of message you want to pass across? Oh, yes, definitely. You have to, no, apart from even the pose, the pose is you want to help someone that is sort of like on the big side. You don't want them to look too big in the photo. So the way you pose them can help them to not to look as big as how they are originally. Then in terms of pose, when you want to show softness, it's not just pose, also the camera angle. What you are seeing as the end result is the pose. But the camera angle, there's something. When the camera is lower, it says something. When the camera is above a subject, it says something to the viewer. Yeah. So pose, definitely everything, it comes together, you know. But the pose definitely should go with what the client wants, you know, more like it, and you help them to define it. So thank you to every single person. Let me go to the main So I express my gratitude. Thank you so much for joining this session. It's really been very engaging. And I'm going to be sending you the presentation slides for this video. Okay. If you need any questions, if you need anything, if you have questions, send me an email. We'll sort all that out. And this video will also be available for replay. So keep planning, keep organizing yourself. Thank you. And also, don't let me forget, remember, I'm available. I'm your personal brand photographer, and my name is Busola Dakolo from Busola Dakolo Images. We have different photographers here. I just happen to be the lead photographer. So I really appreciate your time. Anytime anyone in this team works with you, you should definitely expect excellence. And it's not just excellence and beautiful pictures. You should expect good communication, that your photos will communicate the correct message to your viewers. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.